Begin by creating an account on GitHub.com. This is a website we'll be using to share work. Type a username, your choice. Use an email, personal or school. Pick a password. Make sure it's something you're going to remember and meets their requirements. And then sign up. If you already have an account, go ahead and sign in. Use your existing account. Either way will work. Once you have an account, I need to know your username. In Microsoft Teams, click the New Chat button. Type my name in this bar. It will actually show up for you. And send me a message that tells me your username. Once you've sent me your username, we need to download GitHub Desktop. Go to desktop.github.com and it should load the information for your operating system. I'm on Windows. Download. And then go ahead and install. It's going to ask you several questions. Open up a command prompt window. On Windows, click the Start menu and type CMD, short for command. That should bring it up. On Apple, hold Apple space and type terminal. That will bring you that option. In the command prompt, everything is text-based. Don't let this be scary. It's not as hard as it looks. It's not hard at all, actually. There are a few commands that I'm going to teach you. First one is CD. This stands for change directory. This lets you change to different folders. You'll notice right now I'm in my users folder. CD is the command to change folders. If I type something like CD contacts and hit enter, I'm now in my user folder /contacts. Shows everything in there. To go backwards or up a level, you do CD ... That's the shortcut to go up a level. You can do it as many times as you need to, moving up one folder each time until I'm back to my root directory on my C drive. From here, you could go back into directories, into users, or wherever I need to go. And that gets you back in each direction. ... to go back a level, type the folder's name to go forward a level. In addition to navigating folders, you can also look inside a folder. In Windows, the command is dir, short for directory. That shows you everything in a folder. On Mac or Linux, the command is ls. That is a lowercase l and an s right there, which won't run on Windows because I'm running Windows. This shows you everything that's in the directory you're currently in. These are all different folders that I have inside. If I navigate to any of them, I could say Minecraft, for example, and look inside that folder. You'll see there are a lot more items. Some of them are folders. They're marked with this dir. Some of them are files. They will tell you their file size. It's an easy way to know the difference between the two. Going back to my root directory, again that was CD ... I want to make a new folder to keep all my files for this class and for other development things in. So far, the commands you've learned: CD, change directory; dir, or ls on Apple, looks inside a directory. Your next one is MD. This stands for make directory. This will make a new folder. I want to make a folder right on my root called development. Then hit enter. If you now run your directory command and look, you'll see there's a new folder in here titled development, just like you wrote. After you've created it, go ahead and change to it, CD development. You'll now know you're in that folder. If you look inside, it's empty. The only folders you can find are a dot and a ... Those are in every folder. You may ignore them. Now that we have our nice empty directory, CLS, by the way, is the command I keep using to clear the screen. You don't have to do that. I'm just trying to keep my screen nice and clean so that you can only focus on what you need to focus on. Now that we are in a directory that we're going to work in to save all our files, we need to pull the information from the existing Git repository. First, just type Git. If this runs, then you've installed Git correctly, and we're good to go. If this doesn't run, you've done something wrong, go back and reinstall Git. Now that it ran, we are going to clone the existing repository. That copies whatever's in there right now, brings it to our computer, and lets us start to make our own changes to it. The command for that is git clone and then the web address of our repository. I have it on my clipboard already because I don't want to have to type it again. Go ahead and hit enter. You'll see a few lines, said it downloaded a few files, should go pretty quickly. Now if you look inside this folder, dir is the command, you'll notice there is a new folder called Hello GitHub. Let's navigate to that folder. Again, change directory, cd, Hello GitHub. Depending on your computer, this is sometimes case sensitive, especially if you're on a Linux system. So to get in the habit of putting the correct capital letters makes things easier. Now that we're in this folder, if we look inside, you will notice there are two files, main.py and readme.md. We're going to focus on main.py today. That's all we need for the command prompt for now. Go ahead and minimize it. Now as we open up your Python editor, if you're using idle, it's going to look like this. Go under File, Open. We need to go and find the folder we just made. Mine's on my hard drive, under Development, Hello GitHub, main.py. Open that up. As that opens, you should see a file that looks about like this. Yours may get longer as other people start filling in this assignment, but it will say print my name. It'll have some comment and a blank line. I would like you to add the same things, but for yourself, on these next 3 lines. And then hit save. Run it. Make sure that your file runs. It should say my comments, and then your new comments, and anyone else's that's in there since. If you have this, move on to the next step. Notice that we're still in the development Hello GitHub directory. From here, we're going to first tell Git what files we've changed, then commit the changes that we've made. To do that, we type git add and the name of the file we changed, in our case, main.py. For future reference, the shortcut is git add dot, which will update all files in this directory. Now that we've told it what files changed, we need to commit those changes. That command is git commit, and put -m for message, and then write a brief but specific message about what changes you've made. My message is not specific enough. This will tell you what changes are about to happen. One file is changed, and some of the details about that change. When you're satisfied with those changes, then you put git push. After a couple of seconds, you return to your command prompt, and you are done. And if you look in your files, nothing should have changed for you. But the next person that now makes a copy of these files will have your changes as well. After someone else has made a change, if you would like to update yours to match their change, the command is git pull. Right now mine will say already up to date, but if anybody has made a push since the last time I did that, I will get their new updates to have on my computer as well.